Down. Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
Cook your shrimp, please. All of a sudden, my shrimp pan is burning up like a smoke fest.
How you guys doing? Good to talk to you. I'll be monitoring the chat while I work. I've decided I'm going to go ahead and Twitch stream the entire process of doing the comic book. So, welcome aboard. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to be doing my sketches. You see here, there's some of my artwork that's already on. It's on display there in a slideshow above my base camp. After losing my career to the COOF in 2021, I decided to bet on myself, invest a little money, get a computer that was worth doing video editing on, and start developing my passions here on YouTube. Started this channel back in 2008, and now you'll be able to see me stream weekly on Sketching the Privateer, the show where I show you the development of my comic book that's been in the works for 20 years. The Brothers Hack the Matrix, an everyman talk show developed with myself and my brother Highlander over conversations we had during his commute home. And Papa Joe Gamer up way too late, an older gentleman trying to stay up on his nights off, playing some video games, having a few cocktails and a few fails. I hope you guys enjoyed the channel, and until I see you again, keep on keeping on. You have to excuse me. Just got a second monitor to be able to do my shows a little easier, and I have got stuff all over the floor in here. It needs to be rearranged. Camera back here, you can actually see what the heck I'm doing here. All right, how you doing? It's good to see you guys. Welcome aboard. It's time to get back to work. We had a special show yesterday where I got to get back in touch with a whole lot of friends from about a decade ago. Actually, almost 11 years ago now. It'll be 11 years ago. Well, actually, I started playing DCO 11 years ago this month. Yeah, that bunch of guys right there, they're good friends. If you missed yesterday's show, go back and watch yesterday's show. It's really good. All right, what's up, Cal Darren? More zombies. Hey, it's good to meet you. I just started my Discord channel up. I'm trying to get the word out about this stuff, guys. So hopefully we'll see more and more people. It's good to see you, more zombies. I hope you enjoy the show. Just for your benefit, since you're new, I'm gonna do a little background on what's going on here and everything. But let me get my second camera going real quick, guys, and we'll get started with the review, and we'll start plotting page 8 of the Privateer. Hang on. What you're looking at here is my posters. Now, I did this work first, guys, because what kickstarted all this off, I've been writing this character for more than 20 years. And this lady right here, let me put her front and center while I tell this part of the story. This lady right here, the Royal Fox, better known as Mrs. Privateer, she is the... Ooh, matter of fact, hang on. I got to do one more thing with the stream. Hang on. Very important advertisement. Hang on. Okay. Yeah. You see the scroll on the bottom of the screen. My wife is she is the captain of a Mardi Gras crew here in Louisiana called Barkus and Meow. It's the animal crew. My wife is a big animal nut, and Barkus and Meow is run by a bunch of what do you call them? Animal rescues is what they're called. See, I haven't had enough coffee yet. I didn't even turn my light on yet. Now that I'm out of the dark, maybe you can see me a little bit better, guys. But anyway, she decided to make her theme this year, Barkus and Meow Gets Geeked. Now, what that refers to is a comic book convention we have here in Shreveport, Louisiana, called GeekedCon. And she has partnered with them to make that the theme of this year's Mardi Gras parade. And if you don't know about Mardi Gras, it's a festival that happens in Louisiana. It's kind of religious in nature because it follows the Lent season. You know, Fat Tuesday, right before Lent starts, is the last Tuesday of Mardi Gras. And, you know, anyway, it's a big thing in New Orleans. New Orleans is well known for Mardi Gras, but the whole state celebrates it. And we have a few crews up here in the northern part of the state. A couple of the parades actually draw 500,000 people at them. So, anyway, she's got a table at the comic book convention that goes on next month. Or not next month. God, it's so close now. It's next weekend. And she wants to have, she's going to cosplay as this character next Mardi Gras season. She wants me to cosplay as the Privateer, which we've done before. I've had these characters for a long time, like I said, and I'm just now starting to do the artwork for the stories. But wanted to get this done first because during her Mardi Gras ball, or what they call a jazz brunch, because they do it in the afternoon, they just have to do everything different in Barkus and Meow. They can't go with the script like everybody else does. I don't know what their deal is, but anyway, she wants to have a trading card, and this is going to be actually the piece of artwork is going to be the action pose on the front of the trading card, and this will be smaller on the back with the little synopsis of her backstory. And you can see these backstories if you go to my Subscribe Star, which there is a link on my YouTube page for my Subscribe Star. If you want to read that stuff, it's $5 to read all the backstories and stuff. All the behind the scenes stuff about this comic book is going to be there. I just started that last month, so go check that out if you want to. But that's why I started with these posters. I figured I'd do these up as like a promotion during GeekCon, and we're going to be selling them at the con for $20 a piece, $30 if you want my signature on them. And that, of course, we got the one of the Privateer, we got the one of Royal Fox, and we have one with both of them on it. Hang on, I'll bring this over where you can see it. And this was the first thing. If you're just new to the stream, this is what the first, I'd say, half of the streams was me building these. And this really shows you the way I'm doing the work if you watch those streams. What I'm doing right now is plotting the pages. Let me go ahead and get these out of the way and readjust my camera so you guys can see it. I always keep these back here until the con. I'm trying to push the posters. We got quite a few of them for sale. And it's a promotional thing for the comic book. Now, the real work has begun on the book itself. Hang on. Let's see. Kyle Darren says, I hope someday you'll make posters of the villains too. That'd be radical. Yeah, his see, you haven't even seen the main villain in here yet. Let's see. I think they're all backwards here. Let me see. Yeah, they are. Okay. So, just to catch people up, let me go ahead and get this in here where we can see it. Here. And let's adjust the camera down a little bit. Yeah, that's about right there. Yeah, that looks good. A little further up so you can see the top and the bottom. Okay, so this is page 1 of issue 1 of the Privateer. Now what I'm doing is I'm doing the artwork in regular pencil because I'm a portrait artist. I've never done a comic book before. I know you're supposed to use blue line pencil and then do ink over it, but I'm just so afraid of messing up when I hit the ink portion of it. So what I'm doing is my daughter finally drugged me kicking and screaming into the 21st century, and she introduced me to a program called Procreate on my iPad, and it's really neat. But what I'm doing is, and the way I made those posters was, I did the art in regular pencil, then I shot a picture of it and made it a layer in a Procreate file, and then I did like one layer with nothing but the black and white inks. One layer was filling in all the colors, that kind of thing. So I'm really enjoying the digital portion of it. I was kind of afraid of it because I didn't know how the iPencil was going to work with the pad, but because I had one of those knockoff styluses. But anyway, if you have the iPencil for the iPad, it works perfectly. So that's the way I'm doing this. That's why you're seeing these pencils in regular pencil, okay, not blue line, because I'm not going to do real ink over this. So what we're doing at this point is we're plotting them and plotting it. We're gonna plot page 8 today. Okay. The way it's gone so far, page 1, a Coast Guard cutter off of Miami becomes aware of some people coming in, some targets coming in. Let's see what the chat's talking about. Inking can be nerve-wracking, but trust me, if you keep doing it, it's fantastic. Oh, I know. It's just I'm so used to pencils. There are more zombies. I really am. I used to get major anxiety when inking as well. Yeah, I've done it before, but you have to spend a lot of time with the sketches before you even put ink on it. Would you agree? And I'm really trying to expedite the process here. So I'm just plotting in pencil and then digitally doing the rest of it. The thing I like about the digital is I can make a mistake in the ink and go back and fix it. That's what I like about it. Now you are using my iPencil. Yeah, that's my wife Rhonda there talking about her iPencil. Yeah, I stole it. Yeah, I make sure the pencil work is pretty clear before I ink. Yeah, I would never ink what you're seeing here. This is just a plot. And I'm taking that and actually, I think I can show you. I'll show it to you when we end the stream, when I get back over to the main computer. I'll show you the sketches that I made those posters off of. They're more detailed than this, for sure. But anyway, let me go ahead and finish with this wrap-up so we can get to work here. And by the way, Jimmy, if you're watching, make sure you text me. I usually have a partner doing this, so you guys won't get bored when I get, because sometimes I'll forget to talk. But my man Justifer Jim, he's late today, so he may make it, he may not. But it's a lot more fun when he's here because we talk about a bunch of stuff. He's a comic geek like I am. But anyway, you got the Coast Guard cutter here, and you have that they've seen targets coming in, and this I really like this panel right here because I drew my inspiration from one of my favorite album cover art pieces ever done. It's the look at More Zombies. I don't know how old you are, but check out Straight Between the Eyes by Rainbow. It's a band that Richie Blackmore, the lead guitarist of Deep Purple, put together outside of Deep Purple. And the album cover is these two shocked eyes with the neck of a guitar busting right between the eyes, busting outwards like it's coming out of them, or being stabbed from behind with a guitar, you know what I mean? Let's see. Calderon says, stupid villain idea I have. His name is Awoken. Real name is Kenneth Wokeson. I can see where that's going. He shouts BS about privilege and whatever, but his words can actually disempower his enemies. That sounds awesome, man. Sounds like he could run with Az's character. What's his name? Az's comic book character is oh god, Peeping Tom. That's it. Yeah. More Zombie says, ha ha ha, I'm 30. Well, my friend, I've got you by 27. I'm almost twice as old as you are, and I'm just now getting to where I have enough time in life to do this. But anyway, that's where that inspiration came from. This is the guy's binoculars on the bottom. He's lowering them because of what he's seeing. And what he's seeing is a Russian helicopter strafing the front deck of the boat. And that's what the main splash page is, where you see the privateer. I haven't settled on the lettering for the privateer yet, so that's going to go up here. And then the name of the book, Opening Salvo, is going to go here. All right, so that's the second page. Page 3, the captain's calling in a mayday, and up here you see the helicopter coming down, dropping a torpedo, and then strafing the back end of the boat. It's just flying around it. And then right here at the bottom you see, and I've got references for all of this. If you watch the stream history, you see references to all of this. This is the inside cockpit of a Huey helicopter. And yes, I'm using an old ass Huey because the privateer digs all the old shit. And plus, it was the helicopter that I learned how to rappel out of in the military police corps. But anyway, they're above the fray and they're not acting yet. And that's kind of strange, right? You see the Russian helicopters coming across. You see the front end of the boat here. And you actually see the privateer for the first time. You just see his gritted teeth and his mustache. That's the first sight you see of him. And then they're just watching what's going on. These are the two pilots, and that's the privateer, right? Well, the torpedo hits the front of the boat and blows a chunk of it out. A female sailor gets knocked off her feet because she's right near it. This guy's diving off. Big chaotic scene. And then the helicopter's coming in for another strafing run, and the female sailor is trying to get to her feet, right? And then you see the privateer's eyes under his tri-cornered hat right here in his eye patch. And that eye patch is actually a piece of high tech. He actually sees out of that eye patch way better than he does his own eye. And then you have page 5, which is the first appearance in a comic book of the privateer in all his glory. And what's going on here is he uses a technology called folding space. And right here you can see the Huey helicopter as it unfolds space and lets him jump out into this part of space. They're actually in the same area but in a different time. They're folding space to be in a different time so they can't see him. It's kind of a cloaking effect they use. And you'll learn more about the folding of space. They travel throughout the galaxy that way and stuff. You're going to find out a lot more stuff as we draw this, but basically all you need to know about him right now is he is a pirate that fought during the American Revolution to free the colonies, and he was brought to the future, and you'll learn why in the rest of the book. But anyway, as you can see, he's jumping out. He's got a split cape and he wears a trench coat. He's got a sword on his hip. This is his flintlock. Everything looks like 1700 stuff, but it's all high tech. That's he tries to throw people off by, you know, showing them he's got this old archaic stuff when it's actually really cool stuff. But anyway, he's got a shield around him. Now, the privateer's not dumb. He knows, like, you know, when you shoot at Superman, the bullets can ricochet and hurt people, right? So he's got an energy shield around him that basically it's a kinetic shield. When bullets hit it, they're stopped. Their energy is taken out of them. They just drop to the ground. They don't ricochet all over the place. Anyway, he's jumping between the helicopter that's coming in and the girl. Okay, and in the next page, you can see here the bullets come flying in from the strafing run, and he's covering her, and the shield is getting them all. She asks where he came from, and right at the same time, the helicopter pilots leaving the boat on their strafing run are asking the same thing. And then this panel right here is the captain telling his first mate, hey, you know, get everybody off the ship. You know, we're going to go down. And he's pointing out, hey, we still got a sailor on the deck. And he says, I'll go get her. And he pulls his sidearm, right? He gets outside the cabin and he draws down on the privateer because he don't know who this guy is, right? Now, you saw in the picture that he's got 13 stars in a circle on his back. That might be a clear indicator of this might be a good guy, right? Let's see. Calderon says, if you want to use the character I created, go ahead. I just like to come up with concepts I can't really use. Awoken's weakness is his own words can be turned back onto him. Oh my God. It's a double-edged sword. That's awesome, man. No, you keep your own stuff, dude. I've got plenty that I've come up with, trust me. Matter of fact, I think I told you already, his nemesis is a guy named Communist Reign that wants to bring back the Soviet Empire. Basically, what a lot of people think that Putin has become. But his name's Communist Reign. And he's got a... Dude, I've been writing these stories for a long time. If you want to know more about that, watch yesterday's stream. You're going to hear a bunch of guys that were talking about it yesterday. And trust me, I've been writing these stories for a long time. I'm really excited about how this is going to turn out. But anyway, to get back to this, on page 7, we got the captain drawing down on him to tell him, hey, get away from her. And he stands up, and here comes the helicopter, right? And the privateer tells him... Captain, I'm not your enemy. And in this big splash page right here, this is one of the ones I was really looking forward to drawing. You see half of his face here and the eye patch, and you'll see that his eye is illuminated in the middle with a little red dot. And here you see the captain is firing at him, right? Because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's pulled his gun and he's firing at him from behind, which of course the shield's not letting anything happen to him, right? And then you see the privateer firing 3 shots, and they're accurate shots because you get to see through his eye what he's seeing. He's seeing the rotors for the helicopter. Behind these 3 circles are going to be like, looking through the sight of a gun, only kind of digital looking. And you're going to see the rotors, the main shaft for the rotors, and the 2 pilots' helmets. He's going to shoot all 3 of them, one after another, boom, 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 right? And so, and he says they were your enemy. He's telling him, Captain, I'm not your enemy. They were. Not they are, they were, because he just took them out, right? And in the next panel, we're going to see, which I'm fixing to start on now. This is how far we've gotten on the plot. The first issue is 20 pages, so we're a third of the way through. Now we got to get started on page 8 of The Privateer. Jimmy must be running late today because I still don't see him. I'm checking over my shoulder to see if he's here yet, but I don't see him yet. but that's okay. I just know he enjoys this stuff. Jimmy has been my biggest fan. He's been the guy that's been trying to get me to do this forever. I'd love to see what Communist Reign looks like. Does he have his own crew, like the Comrades or something? Well, of course he's got comrades. I don't know what he's going to call them yet, but he's not even the biggest bad guy. He's just Communist. Communist Reign is just the Privateer's main nemesis. The biggest bad guy, actually, I don't want to say much about it yet. It's, I mean, I can tell you the name of his organization. It's called SIN, the Scientific Intelligence Network. And it's kind of like, if you ever read the X Factor comics, did you ever read those? X Factor was a book that they had. X Factor was a team of the X-Men that went undercover working for the government. They acted like they were mutant hunters, but what they were doing was they were actually recruiting for the X-Men or Charles Xavier's school to get them out of harm's way. And the government was getting really heavy-handed with the mutant issue, so they decided, well, we'll go ahead and join the government and get the inside scoop on what they're finding, and we'll go ahead and act on that, you know, and behind the scenes, we'll get them out of the way. Hey, what's up, Ken? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Looks like this story is coming along nicely. Yeah, I'm having a good time with it, brother. I'm having a good time. They threw a lot at me at work, so it kind of got slowed down for a little bit, but I made some changes at work. This is going to be my main thing now, and Rod is behind me on it. You know, I'm about to take a pay cut in what I'm doing, but I'm not leaving LACG. I'm just going to change roles there. I'm going to be working somewhere else instead of where I was. And yeah, it's going to free me up. It's going to free me up with more time is what it's going to do. So, and I'll be more available to work on this. So this should start snowballing here in the next month of September. But anyway, let's get to the work, shall we? Let's take a look. We've got to pull up the script. And just to show you guys, I've had this script written for a while now. I just have to pull it up. And boom, it should be the first thing that comes up. Yes, there it is. And as you can see, this is the script for the Privateer, right here. And we're on page 8, and page 8 reads as follows. Privateer bends over and picks up the wounded soldier. Your ship is lost, Captain. Quote, your ship is lost, Captain. Let us see to the safety of your crew. The stealth helicopter begins to take shape behind him, which is the helicopter he jumped out of. And okay, this is going to have a half-page splash. First look at the Seahawk, which is I think it's a 20-gun man of war from the 18th century. The same kind of boat that he fought the British on the high seas in. And the stealth helicopter view from the air above show the crew of both ships active. Okay, so half the page is a splash. Let's see. See, half of plotting, you can write this all day long, but half of the plotting is how big are the panels going to be and what's going to be in each panel to tell the story, right? So we know, I did establish the last time that last splash page that I did, right, which I really think is going to look really cool of him shooting the 3 things accurately. We've got to see the helicopter go down, right? So when he picks up the wounded soldier, we're going to see the helicopter go down behind him. That's what we're going to do in that one. And then we're going to have a panel where he talks to the captain. I think that's important to show the captain's reaction to everything. And I might even just have him with a pair of shocked eyes and still having his weapon drawn, you know, like he's in shock. And then maybe, yeah, that's perfect. From above, we'll show the two men on the let's see. Oh, okay, I got it now. Okay, hang on. I'll show you guys by drawing it. Okay, I'm the juices are flowing here, guys. Hang on. I wish Jimmy was here so he could talk to you guys because I'm about to get busy. Let's see. All right. Might have to start. My wife's cooking right now because we have a friend coming over for dinner. So, or I'd have her come in and talk to you. But anyway, I'll start with a 2H. Start with a 2H pencil. And actually, I'm going to make this bigger than a half, I think. Because I think this is going to be a really elaborate picture, man. I mean, I'm showing the Seahawk for the first time. I think we're going to keep these up here. I think it's going to be about the same as the last page I did. I hate doing the same pattern over and over again, but I mean, this calls for it, really. This is the first time you're seeing the Seahawk, man. And for those that know me, it's named the Seahawk for a reason. Everybody that knows me for years knows that I've been a Seahawks fan my entire life. Well, excuse me, I'm older than the Seahawks are. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat here, guys. There's been, let's see, More Zombies says there's been so, let's see. Whoa, okay, I'm way behind on chat. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ken's saying awesome. My wife says Seahawk after his favorite NFL team. That's for sure. More Zombies says there's been so much I've changed in actually writing it page by page. It's one thing to think of an idea and another to implement it properly. Yes, absolutely. I have changed several things myself. As a matter of fact, I try and remember after the stream, if I change something in the script, I want to go ahead and get in there and change it on the script itself to make it match the drawings, just to keep things straight in my mind. I totally agree with you, More Zombies. But that's half the fun of plotting it. I just got the vision of what I was thinking of when I wrote it, that we're going to have this big grand picture of both boats and the helicopter flying overhead. You know, it's going to go from them just being on the ocean against a helicopter to a whole bunch of activity. Okay. Let's see. It's nice to see your process. Yeah, that's part of why I'm doing it. I'm hoping that people like yourself that are working on their own thing can glean something from it and maybe teach me something, because I've never done this before, man. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm enjoying it. Let's see. Try a diagonal line, Rhonda. That sounds cool. Maybe I'm more. You know, I think I'll save that for something a little more dramatic. Because this isn't at that magnitude of drama. This is just, you know, I think it's, I don't know. We'll see. I got a picture in my head of what I want from what I was just reading. So. But that is a good idea, Rhonda. That is a good idea. There's all kinds of things you can do. That last panel that I keep showing of the, oh shoot, what is it? It's the targets when he shoots the three things. You know, the two pilots' heads and the rotor shaft. That right there, I purposely did it in circles. So yes, I could definitely use a slant. But this right here, I think all right, let's see. Did I say the helicopter was being revealed behind him? I think I did. We're all in the same boat here. Ha ha. More Zombies says, cool. All right, well, let me reposition here so I can get on the sketching. Now, what I'm doing is I'm using now, if you've never used sketching pencils before, this is how you do it. You use something light when you get started. That way it's not hard to erase. Of course, I got my kneaded eraser over here. And I'm only using 2 pencils plotting this. I'm using a 2H so I can go light to start. And then I'm using what is this, a 4B to darken it up for the photographs when I photograph it, so I can put it in the Procreate to play with the digital. I did do a digital stream once, and it was just horrible. More zombies. I got to tell you, that is some of the most boring stuff you'll ever watch. My wife said it was like watching paint dry. Really, I mean, she said the lines just showed up magically. You couldn't tell where my pencil was or anything. Of course, I was streaming straight from my pad, so. But anyway, let's see. Okay, so he bends over to pick up a sailor. Okay, so we want to show the helicopter going down behind him. I always draw what's going on behind him before I even get started on the other stuff. Of course, there's going to be smoke coming off of it, right? And you're not going to see this very well until I turn it up a little bit. I'm trying to have it well lit, but lighting is kind of tough when you're doing this. I'm lighting it as best I can, but you know, I'm drawing it at the same time, so it could be a mess. This is the helicopter going down, right? As a matter of fact, might even. We'll get rid of this. Hang on, this is gonna be my emergency one. I don't like that one. I've got a really well needed eraser. Hang on just a second. I play with it over here at my desk. You can tell it's well needed by its brick shape. It's not as crummy. But anyway, let's do it like this. We'll have him bending over to pick her up, right? I'm sorry. See, this is why Jimmy's usually here. I get to drawing and I don't talk, you know. It's but anyway, yeah. For those of you that haven't heard it yet, I know More Zombies is new here. I came up with this character a long time ago. 1999, actually, there was a TV show called The West Wing on television, and I watched it quite a bit, and the wife of the president was being honored by the Daughters of the American Revolution, right? And they kept giving her grief because her great ancestor that she was being honored for, they kept calling him a pirate, and she kept saying, well, no, he was a privateer, right? And it was extremely funny during the episode. And I said, well, what are the privateers? I started doing the research, and a lot of people don't remember this in history, but let's put a splash out here. This is why I was saying let's change it up a little bit. We'll show the captain is standing over here to the left, and he's still got the gun on him, so let's just show his hand and the gun right here with some smoke coming off of it. Yeah, because he just got done emptying it, right? And then I really want to show the helicopter crashing. Let me think. How are we going to show it? This is the deck. Here's the boat. It's on fire right here. There's a lot of fire right here. So I guess we're gonna have to show the helicopter going down over to this side. And we'll put the script down here. Yeah, okay. So we'll show the helicopter going down over here. We'll show it in flames, on fire, maybe only one rotor, right? Spinning around. Because he did hit the rotors. So we'll show the helicopter over his shoulder right here. Actually, let's move it a little bit further this way. I think. And a little bit smaller. That way it looks like, yeah, we can do it smaller and make it look like that he shot it from way far out, right? With that little bitty musket. With that little bitty flintlock. Right? Of course, it'll have smoke coming off of it. Okay. So, that's that panel. Now, the next one we need is, we need him telling, let's see. Oh, yeah. The helicopter starts to come out behind him. And what we want to show is, I think I had this just a second ago before I started yakking. What was it? Oh yeah. Okay. He's going to be standing here. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm about to sneeze. I apologize. Ugh. Okay. So, what we're going to do, we're going to have the two men facing each other, and I'm actually going to have the captain react. Let's see. We'll have him lean back, because the stance for people that are scared is kind of leaning back, right? And we'll have the privateer right here. A little bit taller, of course, right? And he's going to be holding the girl, right? In his hand. So her arm will be kind of dangling. So he's going to have her right here. And then got this hand holding up the legs part, right? Her legs. And he's just going to be standing there. Trench coat. Maybe the scabbard sticking out, maybe. And he's going to be standing tall, right? And right here, we'll have the Huey helicopter start coming through. And we'll have him react to it. Right? He's got a ball cap on. Like I said, I've done a lot of research on this stuff, and I know what their uniforms look like. I'm an old military guy myself. I was a military policeman when I was a kid. So we'll have him react to the Huey helicopter coming through, and we'll kind of show it halfway, right? It'll be coming through the folded space kind of thing. We don't want it too big because they don't want to pop out right on top of them or anything. But what we're going to have over here is we're going to have some flames. Well, actually, the burning boat is a little bit further off, but we'll have some smoke and whatever right here. And might throw a seagull in here, but we need some dead space for the commentary. We can use top or bottom. We may make that a little bigger for the helicopter. And then we've got the big page, the Man of War. Now, this is where I got to do research. This is where I have not gotten a picture of I have a lot of pictures of boats. As a matter of fact, let me do that now. Let me go to Pinterest. I've got a lot of them on Pinterest. I really do. Let's see. Is that my social stuff? I think it is. Yes. Okay. I have an entire thing that's called cool. You know, things that I think look really cool. And, oh my God, what a picture. But a lot of them are pictures of pirates, pirate chicks. Like right now, I'm looking at a picture of Van Helsing, my girl, Kate Beckinsale. That's right. She's awesome. But anyway, that's my cool photo thing. And let's find a picture. Of course, here lately I've been saving a bunch of pirate cosplays, but I know there's boats in here. Come on. Where are the boats? All right, hell with it. I'll keep that up, but we'll come back to that. Let's go to Safari. I know the main thing I want to do is we want to shoot it from above, and we want to dwarf the other boat, right? So let's. Oh yeah, that's right. God, I gotta stop moving stuff. I've been hanging out with my wife too much. I can't find half my stuff now. Okay, there we go. See, this is my reference for the Coast Guard cutter. Okay. Yeah. And that's the reference I'm using for that. Always use your references, man. It's always good when you can get a reference. Uh-oh. What are you laughing at, man? What did I do? What did I say that was so funny? So we'll go ahead and put that. We want that dwarfed, and we want to show the two of them on the deck. So maybe we'll show the helicopter hitting the water, right? We'll show a splash of the helicopter hitting the water. Yeah, I think that'd be appropriate. I think we're going to show, of course, the Man of War is going to be pulling up beside it, right? And it's going to be throwing water out and everything, for sure. And I really haven't gotten into the details of that yet. This is going to be a big, big piece right here of what that boat is going to look like. And then we'll show the Coast Guard cutter. This is going to change because I'm going to make this even bigger. But we want to show it from above. We want to show how tiny, how dwarfed the two men are on the deck of the burning Coast Guard cutter, right? Here are the two men. We're just drawing stick figures at this point. They're so far away. And there's the Coast Guard cutter. We're probably going to show it. We're doing this from above, so we've got the conning tower and all this stuff, right? Coming off of it. A little bit of wake. Not much, though, because they're pretty much dead in the water at this point. But this thing is cruising on by. I'm fixing to come to a stop. We'll show the helicopter going in here. And maybe the Huey helicopter will be flying, say, right about here, I guess. We'll show that here. Big old Huey helicopter, Vietnam era Huey. All right. Okay. And then we've got, yeah, this I'm going to have to do some research. And this looks like it's a good stopping point. That'll give me some time to pull up some pictures and stuff and not bore you to death. Jimmy make it? No, Jimmy never made it today. So give me just a second to reposition myself. I know it's hard to see this stuff right now, but tomorrow when I start to, or not tomorrow, but the next time you're going to see me work on this is going to be next Sunday. I may not work on it at all that weekend. Anyway, I'll tell you all about that in just a second. Let me wheel around to my desk and get things repositioned real fast. Give me a couple of seconds and I'll fill you in on what's coming up, okay? And girls, for all the popping and locking here. It's just a pain in the butt having to move all this stuff back and forth and all that garbage. Serious? You feel now, but now you're just in pain. Okay. There we go. Sorry, guys. So, what's coming up? Let's see. Let's go ahead and get caught up on the chat here. Again, when I start making money at this, I will have more gear and not have to do this shit. But for right now, I am stuck like Chuck doing it this way. So, hang on. I'll be right with you guys. All right. There we are. Sorry about that, guys. So, what we got coming up, as you see, next weekend is the Comic-Con that I made the posters for. Now, if you're wondering what the posters are, right here, you saw them at the beginning of the show in the opening trailer, and you'll see them again here in a minute, but this is just a quick well, I did tell More Zombies that I would show him how I developed this stuff. All right, hang on one second. Let me pull up something here and I will show you what I'm talking about. Anyway, next weekend I may not be drawing at all because we got the Comic-Con for 3 days. I'm going to be selling those posters I showed you at the beginning of the stream at that thing. I am going to do streams. Now, don't get me wrong. Jimmy is going to be there, hopefully. Well, he's not going to be in Shreveport. He lives in another part of the country. But I'll be walking around showing you the Comic-Con, okay, live, hopefully. I may not be able to. I think you have to have a certain number of followers to do it that way. I'm not sure. But we're going to figure out a way to do it, one way or another. No, I can do it. I can do it through StreamYards, I think. But anyway, we're going to show you that live next week. And I don't know when it ends on Sunday. I'm not sure. I got to find out. I may be drawing Sunday. I may not be. I don't know. But what I wanted to show More Zombies, he's a fellow artist working on a comic book himself. I just met him on Discord. And I wanted to show him the pictures of me developing it. And here they are here. Let's see. Okay. Now, let me pull this over here. Take up the whole screen with it and just share the screen. Okay. Now, here you go, guys. This is the, hang on, maybe I can get that bigger. Yeah. Okay, there you go. All right, this was the original sketch. As you can see, it's much more detailed than what the plot is right now. Okay. This was the Portrait of the Privateer. And you see right here, zombies, I actually gave an art lesson during one of these streams. You can go back and watch it. I was teaching somebody how to draw an eye and make it look lifelike. So if you want some pointers on how to draw an eye and make it look lifelike, you can go back in those streams and find it. It's when I was doing the Portrait of the Privateer. But anyway, and I showed them in great detail. This is like half erased, but I mean, I filled it in good just to show them. I used a few different pencils to do it. So let's see. If you ever figure out how to make light pencil show up on a cam link, haha, it's been an issue that's plagued me for a while as well. The only thing I've found to help is messing with the camera settings. Yeah, but that ends up, I've got one camera, so whenever I go to this view, I'm going to look like, you know, a cartoon or something, as many settings as I'd have to change on it. But anyway, let me see. These are the sketches. That's the Royal Foxes sketch. You've got the Privateer's action sketch. That one's that's a bad picture. It's really dark. And for some reason, that piece of paper was really light because you can actually see the portrait underneath. I drew this one first and then did the portrait. You can see it underneath there. But that's the action pose of the Royal Fox whenever I was done with it. And that's the action pose of the Privateer. Of course, his portrait, her portrait, both of them together. They're individual ones. Now, this was the sketch that other one came from right there. And that's changed several times. When I first drew it, it didn't have the hat on it. And these legs I changed quite a bit because they just looked really bad at the beginning. It didn't look like she was in the air. So I had to change a few things. But yeah, that was my process on this. I'm sketching it, and you see the sketches are a lot more detailed than what you saw in that plot, right? But still, if I was going to put ink on this, more zombies, it would be even more detailed than this. I would have cleaned it up way better than this. I'd have been just tracing with the ink. I would think that's the way you need to do that. Your sketches have to be pretty much most of the artwork. You're just darkening it up with the ink. I would imagine. But anyway, guys, we do this every Saturday and Sunday, and I do want to show you. Hang on one second. I do want to show you the Comic-Con itself that I'm talking about. Let me find it real quick. I apologize. If I had this pulled up, I knew I was going to be promoting it. Okay, so it's GeekCon 2022. I love that cosplay they have on their front page too. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can go to geekcon.com. That's just the way it's spelled without the apostrophe there. Okay. And no dashes or no nothing like that. Just type that in .com and you can check out the lineup. It's basically, the main lineup is basically the male cast of Scream without the Arquette guy. It's Matthew Lillard, Skeet Ulrich, and Jamie Kennedy. And Rhonda's crew is going to have a booth at this thing, and I'm going to be selling the posters there. So if you're in the Shreveport-Bossier area and you want some of the first images of the Privateer before the book comes out, come pick you up one of those promotional posters. I got plenty. I'm hoping to sell out. I don't know if I am or not, but I've got plenty of them. They're really nice posters. You saw them at the beginning of the stream. And I hope you guys come out to see us, man. I'll be there, and I'll actually be drawing the private. I'll be doing a lot of the plotting of this. I just may not do it on the stream next week because, like I said, I'll be doing it live from there, and I'd rather just show you guys what's going on at the con that day. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for showing up today and supporting the channel. Like I said, I've never done this before. I'm enjoying the process, no doubt about it. But I'm basically doing this on YouTube to, one, protect my character, so nobody else can say, hey, they came up with this. It's mine. I've been writing about this guy since, like I said, since 1999. And number two, just to hopefully get some critique, get some interaction, ways for me to improve it, that kind of thing. So I appreciate you showing up, and until I see you guys again, I want you to be safe out there, and I'm gonna finish up with the trailer for the next live stream I'll be doing, and that's gonna be the Brothers Hack the Matrix. It's a talk show me and my brother do. So you guys have a good day, and until I see you again, keep on keeping on.